The sun never sets on the British Empire. That was a phrase used to coin the Empire of Britain, which would stretch across from Australia, India, Canada, and most of Africa. But today, we're not going to focus on all the colonies. Instead, we're going to focus on Somalia, which was a colony of Britain and Italy. But Britain controlled the northern part of Somalia, while Italy controlled the southern part of Somalia, which leads to the division between Somaliland and Somalia that we know today. As Somaliland is more democratic and Somalia is more of an authoritarian dictatorship, which leads to the question, should the United States of America recognize Somaliland? And the answer is no, due to three main reasons. First of all, counterterrorism operations. Second, political instability in the region caused by the recognition of Somaliland. And thirdly is the precedent it would set if we recognize Somaliland, as there are many other countries in the world right now that could gain status but haven't yet. First of all, counterterrorism operations. According to Joshua Maraisley, Somalia is in a dangerous situation right now with a lot of pirates, and due to its vital position on the mouth of the Red Sea and the Strait of Aden, and also because it is so near Oman, Yemen, which is a major base of operation for the Houthis, another major terrorism group. Somalia is critical in the operation of many of these counterterrorism operations that the U.S. is conducting. And recognizing Somaliland would make Somalia, in turn, frustrated at the U.S. and not let them use this vital base that Somalia has let the United States military use in order to counter pirates and the Houthis in this unstable region. And an increase in terrorism and pirates, especially near this vital strait, could lead to less oil, could also lead to less trade, as this strait is used for many ships going through the Suez Canal. And it would also cause the economies of many nations to drop. Second, the regional instability that would be caused by the recognition of the Somaliland. Somaliland is in a hot region right now, and the U.S. Secretary of State says that they recognize Somalia, but they haven't had an official stance on Somaliland just yet. And with South Sudan, Djibouti, Eritrea, Ethiopia, and many other unstable regions right now near Somaliland, recognizing Somaliland would cause a lot of nations to sever diplomatic ties with the United States, as most of these nations in this area recognize Somalia and don't recognize Somaliland. And second, it will lead to less trade with these nations, which produce many vital resources, including gold, lead, zinc, and copper. And these resources fuel the economy of the United States, which would mean that these resources would suddenly decline, which could probably cause some stock market decline as well. Thirdly is the precedent that it would set. According to UN, there are many unrecognized countries in the world, like the Kurds in the Middle East, or Kosovo in Serbia. Kosovo near Serbia, and many more. And all these unrecognized countries have helped the United States in many ways, such as the Kurds helping to fight ISIS during the United States invasion in 2003, or Kosovo, which is recognized by many countries right now. Recognizing Somaliland would force the U.S. into recognizing all these other major unrecognized countries as well, which would cause international spark and international frustration with the United States, as suddenly the U.S. is recognizing all those disputed territories between other countries, which would cause global tensions to rise, and it would possibly increases the chance of war or skirmishes among these countries. For all these three reasons, including counterterrorism operations, the president and one second.
Instability.
What's your third reason?
And regional instability. We should not recognize Somaliland as its own independent and separate nation from Somalia.